This is your former, and in my mind, current President Donald J. Trump, and you're listening to the Mission Men Podcast, brought to you by Mission Media Group. Mission Men Podcast is the show about nothing, everything, and anything in between. This is a very, very wonderful podcast, tremendous podcast, one of the best podcasts. Please enjoy.
Hey, thank you, former President Trump. Wow.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Man.
Wow.
We are big time.
Yeah, we are.
We are big time.
We got invited to film this one in the White House.
But what happened?
What was that?
Where are you going with this?
That's it. We left them on red.
Okay.
He had to text us and leave us that voice message.
go.
Well, there you go.
There
So
you go.
thank you, Mr. Former President. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, welcome to the Mission Man Podcast. We're so happy you're here. Thank you so much for all the love, support. We just appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the likes and the rating 5 stars if you feel so much inclined to do that. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we're just super excited and we get to hang here and chat. So you may have noticed that the intro, we had Mr. Donald Trump. Just to clarify, that actually was not Donald Trump.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Brandon.
It was actually, believe it or not,
Who was it?
it was me.
What?
I did that.
What?
Now, I can't do
What?
it. Are you going to let me talk?
What?
So, what we did was I actually ran my vocal through an AI program that was able to change my voice. And so we thought it would be a really fun idea today to talk about the world of AI a little bit.
Wow.
Good old AI pie in the sky.
Which is a very
AI episode. Here we go.
A long time ago, a caveman thought to himself, how could a machine be like possible like this? What's so funny about that?
So here's what I'm going to do from now on is just whenever you go on your little rant, I'm just not going to say anything.
Try
I'm
and
just gonna
straight
We're going to like
face.
have a straight face and just like.
Just
You
see how long we
failed
can
within
do
a
it.
millisecond.
No, that was pretty good.
Okay,
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
moving on.
But so guys, we have a really, trust me, this is going to be so much fun. So a couple things we're going to talk about today. With the redemption value of this episode, so that way you don't feel like you're listening to absolutely nothing. Which
Sorry.
no, it's all good. We've just
might
we've
be on
heard
me.
that sometimes, and so
Yeah.
we just want to make people feel like there's actually some kind of substance or value.
I want you to walk away not only just laughing in tears, but we also want you to
walk away.
walk away.
just walk
Well said, Brandon. That was from the heart.
Oh, thank you.
But
No, I'm totally
jokes
joking.
aside, we want you to stay. No kidding.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Well said.
That was a little late, but
Hey,
Still-
but effective.
Yeah,
But effective.
an effect is an effect. Brandon, get us back on track, please.
Yes, that's my job. So, so we're going to talk about, maybe how the world, obviously AI has impacted all of our lives.
Oh, what is
And
AI? Tell them what AI is.
Artificial intelligence. And so
that makes more
machine
sense.
learning, it's ways that really, I mean, it's costing people a lot of jobs. It's pretty wild. So
Yeah.
we're going to dive into that a little bit. And then also maybe there's a way that we can use AI. We'll do some brainstorming to see if there's, maybe some way that the church could use it to its benefit possibly. And so we can help reach more people for the Lord. So, because as the Mission Man Podcast, we're kingdom focused and minded. And so we want to always try to reach people.
True. I think we as a church as a whole have missed our mark. We always target an audience of humans. But when have we ever thought about all the lost robots?
I haven't, but
And I'm
sure.
thinking about Pastor AI would be actually something that would be incredible.
So
And
we're
if-
going to
If you
brainstorm.
guys would like to sponsor that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we'll brainstorm that later. Won't.
No, we
But no, we'll have fun.
lie.
We'll have fun with that. So, okay. So we
I'm
wanted
so
to
stupid.
show
That
you
was such a dumb comment.
what.
What I just said, I just self-reflected on it. It was funny. It was stupid. Go ahead.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I'll try not to interrupt you anymore.
I just love that you have commentary on your commentary. It's like, guys, you know what? I flubbed that one.
It was AI.
It was, yeah.
But you were honest.
I was honest.
You were honest. You were real.
Had to do some self-reflecting.
There you go.
And sometimes honesty is not enough. So there's that. I'm just kidding.
You know what is enough? God.
Yes.
There you go.
So we thought it would be really fun to
Corny.
we thought it'd be really fun to do a little project, a little experiment,
Yes.
to show you the power of AI. And we just thought it'd be really, really fun and that you guys would enjoy this. So I don't know if you guys listened to the John's Dog episode, which was, I think, was labeled Boomers versus Gen Z, I
Yes,
believe.
correct.
So we found out that John has some hidden talent when it comes to the music world.
Yes.
And it's actually, all jokes aside, and Paul and I say this all the time.
Don't
John,
do this.
No,
No, we're going to say
Don't
it.
no,
do
we're
we're,
going to say it.
we're going to say it. I don't care how many people tell me I shouldn't say it. You actually have talent.
My pride's already not in a good place. You guys are boosting my ego
Here's the deal.
too much.
You actually have talent, though.
Stop.
Because what you guys are about to hear is John. So literally, I played a beat. Okay, John, you heard it maybe once or twice. John goes up to the microphone, and everything you hear, it actually goes on for 3 minutes.
Really?
But we're only going to play, I think, like 30 or 40 seconds of it. So we only did like a little clip of it, because, well, you know,
we
why.
could offer the full version for money. Okay, moving on.
No, but so you guys will hear John literally comes up with this on the spot. I have the utmost respect for that, and we talked about that in the podcast last time. But so we're gonna play the first one. So this is John rapping and singing. What would you call this the other day? Melodic rapping?
Yeah, melodic. Almost. Well, some of the beats we did were punk, but I would say it was like melodic.
It's
punk
just
rap.
It's just one of the rap ones.
Yeah, melodic punk rap.
What you guys are going to hear is John doing that melodic rapping, as you will, and just, again, take in how actually good it is, and then we're going to play some other things. So go ahead, Paul, if you don't mind, play rap number one.
Rap number one.
Can I say my intro to maybe this song real quick?
Sure, John.
The song means a lot to me. Play it.
We had a deal back in the day, but now it all changed and it all fade to gray like fade to black. Cut the screen and run it back. I don't wanna get back with that. I wanna keep it on the track. I wanna keep rolling and keep flowing. In the back of the GMC, the Ford Bronco flowing, and we up in the snow and the ice be drifting and we going. And I'm really picking corn and I'm shucking it up, cause I just got a story.
So
Wait. So that was just you doing that. That's you.
that's John.
That's me.
And Paul, I'm
I
telling
haven't
you.
heard any of this stuff.
Yeah, so Paul hasn't heard. Oh, yeah, I should have clarified.
You got to So
Yeah.
what happened? How did this
Paul
all go
knows
down?
nothing.
Yeah, so we wanted to do this for the AI episode, and so what you'll hear different voices in a second. But yeah, so literally, Paul, I'm serious. I put the track in. He goes, "Okay, cool." I record him. That's literally just like that. He just comes up with it.
Except we recorded 7 songs.
Yeah.
So there's actually more of that song and 6 other ones that I
So
did
you're
the
going to
same
show
Ju-
me and show everybody what the power of AI.
Yes, exactly. So it'll be just that section for the next
Correct, yeah.
4 tracks.
Right.
Just that
Wow.
section.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you
this
say?
is-
Rate the raw one on 1 to 10.
That was good.
Good.
I'd rate it. I'd give it 7, 8.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a label that would maybe sign me, who would it be? Maybe.
Here's the deal. If you took it,
All right.
here's
Let's
the
just
deal.
move
no,
on.
No.
right.
No.
All right.
Let me just say this. And Brandon and I just had mentioned this earlier. If you were taking it seriously, then you practiced your craft,
Yes.
a label could pick you up.
That's so hard.
I have
can't hide behind-
no doubt in my mind
Yeah.
because you have actual musical talent.
Yes.
It's so hard for me to
like
do
he's
it
coming
not
up
as
with
a
those
joke.
melodies.
That's the point I'm saying.
Right there.
Because I know you're not for real. That's what you got. That's why you have to say.
I know if Isaac or Lexi or Miles was in the room right now, they'd be like, do not tell him that.
No.
His ego's going to raise.
You go
I
ahead.
do this for a living. You do this for a living. I've watched
true.
artists that have been signed that I had to work with that had less talent than that.
Listen to all my haters who said I can't sing. Look at these guys. What did they just say? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, it's starting already.
No, but I think here's the funny thing is that your talent comes from you being funny. And that's where you live. So I don't know how well you would do if you actually had to be serious about it.
Well, because I think when I try and like if I were to actually try and sing seriously, I think I would psych myself out and think too much about it.
Right. Right.
And
No,
then
that's my
overthink
point.
it, and then it just sounds
Because
terrible.
what you do is you would worry about your audience
Right.
more than just having fun. And that's
Right.
the problem that I think with most music. People that I
Yeah.
think the artists are worrying about what the audience is going to react, how they're going to react,
Yeah.
and they make bad music.
And you know what's going on in my head when I made that freestyle?
What? Nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I feel brain.
You know what? Maybe
Gone.
why you're so good at freestyling is because there's nothing in your head, so it's so easy to move around all the words and rhythms and melodies and stuff.
That's not a compliment.
I didn't. When you said nothing in your head, I don't know where he was going with that.
Let's do the AI one.
No, okay.
Before
so,
I cry.
So let me set this up. So it's going to be the exact same section of the song, and what we did was we took John's vocal and ran it through an AI thing.
Really? So
And
who was the first one you did?
Yeah, so the first one I believe is Juice WRLD. And so Juice WRLD was a really, really famous rapper that actually passed away a year or
Really?
so ago or whatnot.
2020.
Don't know who he is.
2020.
Christmas.
Not a
Super
clue.
popular, like literally billions of streams.
Yeah, so so sorry, I totally interrupted you, but I remember us talking
Juice
about this.
World?
Juice WRLD. You've never heard
So-
of Juice WRLD ever?
No.
Okay.
His,
Go ahead.
me or you? Rock, paper, scissors?
No, go ahead.
right.
Well, let's keep it short. 'cause
Is
we don't
there,
have
is
to go
there a
through the whole
song?
story.
Is there a song that I would know?
Probably not.
No. Okay, go ahead.
But
His-
okay, so you just have to know that this sounds just like him. I know where you're going. We don't need to tell the whole story, Juice
Okay, all
WRLD.
right.
Okay, so I think it would be really. So if anybody here is listening that knows him, you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this sounds just like
Right.
him." But you'll be just impressed that that is literally the same vocal take that John did, but we ran it through the AI and it sounds like this.
Really?
rapper.
Right.
Yeah.
You
We
wanna
have
go for
something
it?
for every generation, though. Young.
Yeah,
and
we do.
old.
We do. Yeah.
made
So
that
that's coming
when it
up.
comes to the 50-something-year-old like myself, I'll know.
Right.
Yeah, you'll know
It's
one.
coming. It's coming.
You'll know two of
Correct.
them.
Okay, well,
Yep.
here we go.
Maybe 3.
This is Juice WRLD.
Juice
right?
WRLD. Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
We had a deal back in the day, but now it all changed and it all faded gray, like faded black. Cut the screen and run it back. I don't wanna get back with that. I wanna keep it on the track. I wanna keep rolling and keep flowing. In the back of the GMC, the Ford Bronco flowing. And we up in the snow and the ice, we drifting and we going. And I'm really picking corn and I'm shucking it up, cause I just got a story to tell all of y'all.
So
Wow.
isn't that
Wow.
insane?
I just wanna make
but here's the thing that I'm thinking about from the music side of my brain is
Yeah.
how dangerous this could be.
Yes. Yes.
'Cause people
exactly.
I
will
mean,
lose their
I can
jobs.
see AI causing wreaking havoc
Yeah.
in the music industry.
It already has. There's so many people that go online and make memes out of people and make them say the worst things ever. And
Yeah.
it's not them. Taylor Swift.
Well, I know there's a big class action thing happening. I read it in Billboard where the labels are trying to come together to fight AI.
Oh, Billboard. What
Oh,
about John's
interesting.
Dog Charted? I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That one.
that one. But I mean, it's a serious thing. I mean,
Yeah.
and now the fact. No, here's the thing that I'm thinking about is that the technology has gotten into your hands
Yeah.
where you could actually do this in your house.
Correct.
That's the part I'm talking about.
Literally
Before, I
in
think
your
when
room.
AI first came out,
Yeah.
it was very technical,
Right.
and only certain people could actually pull it off.
Yeah.
Right.
But now it's falling into the hands
Of the consumer.
of the consumer, and
Yeah.
that's the scary part.
yeah. No, I mean, literally. Oh, go ahead.
And the consumer can be any age. So your typical meme 16-year-old can come in here and come up with the most cancerous lyrics ever and then put the blame on the artist.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Well, I've seen two schools of thought. I've seen artists either being like, do not put anything out publicly that has my voice on it. You know, I want to make sure that it's me and
Right.
whatnot. Then I've seen other people be like, oh, yeah, you can use my voice all day long. Just give me the royalties. So
I'd be
it's
that guy.
Okay, I
it's-
can see that. I can see that train of thought.
yeah. So it's really. I mean, obviously we're on. You know,
But
the Wild Wild West.
but the first artist who says don't use my voice at all, it's really not your voice.
right.
So
right.
I mean, how does that argument even work?
How do you
yeah.
copyright
It's a voice
that?
simulation, but it's not his actual voice. So that's an
Right.
interesting battle that would happen in court.
Someone
I could
call
say.
Aaron Mercer. He's a copyright guru.
That's what we need to have.
Oh yeah. Actually, that would be cool to get. his
Aaron would
opinion
tell
on.
us all of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Can we call him?
But
It's almost
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Aaron
They're
would
asleep.
not be up. They
They're
would
asleep.
not be awake.
But yep, shout out to Emily and Aaron, by the way. They listen to the podcast, so we love them.
Aaron.
But yeah, so it is really interesting to see how this is going to develop and how this is going to go. So with that being said, we actually did 3 more. It's again the same passage of the song, same John rapping. We just used different models. So we think you might know this one, Paul, Mr. Kanye West.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I think you know this guy. And by the way,
yay.
everybody listening, comment. Tell us what you think. Like, to me,
So,
that sounded just like Juice WRLD.
Hey, I don't know who Juice WRLD is, but it sounded pretty good.
But you know Kanye, so
I know Kanye, so
yeah.
here we go.
All right, check
You
this
ready?
out.
We had a deal back in the day, but
Right?
now it don't
That's
change.
Kanye.
And it
I
all
know.
faded gray, like faded black. Cut the screen and run it back.
crazy, though.
I don't wanna get back with that. I wanna keep it on the track. I wanna keep rolling and keep flowing. In the back of the GMC, the Ford Bronco flowing. And we up in the snow and the ice, we drifting and we going. And I'm really picking corn and I'm shucking it up. Cause I just got a story.
Isn't that
Wow,
insane?
that's insane.
You know that
That
one.
was
That one
Kanye.
sounds very
That was
spot
Kanye.
on.
That was Kanye.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
It's just crazy how good it is, right? I mean,
Right.
like if you just put that in the car and played
And
that
didn't
for
tell
someone,
someone,
Yeah.
oh, Kanye dropped a new track.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Wow.
So,
And it's not a gospel track. What the heck is it?
Wow.
but yeah, it is. It's wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we that was a cool one. I thought that one turned out cool. The next
that was Lexi's favorite. My girlfriend, that was her favorite one.
oh, that was
The
her favorite.
Kanye one was the
West.
favorite one.
She, when I was showing her, she was like, you made another freestyle. It's going to be stuck in my head for weeks. I was like, thanks.
But you know what's interesting is how cool would this tool be for songwriters that are pitching for certain artists?
And you
then-
want to get their voice on it to see, because most people, you pitch a song,
Oh, like the
the
lyrics?
record people really can't hear it unless they get their artist on it. and
Now
they're
they
singing it.
can,
Now
yeah.
you can put the artist on it.
Right.
That's
and
a
say,
good
this
thought.
is what it would sound like.
Right. Isn't that
That's a
insane?
good point.
Yeah.
That is
that's a great
actually
point.
genius right there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's an advantage for sure. It's like, yeah, this is what he sounds like. Here you go. Bam.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. So the next one, I'm not even gonna set it up. I'm just gonna let you play it, and we'll see
So
your
we're gonna hit the
reaction.
button. So we're gonna hit the button.
You'll
Just
all
hit the
know who
button.
this is.
Hit the button. Here we go.
Yep.
We had a deal back in the day, but now it all changed and it all faded gray like faded black. Cut the screen and run it back. I don't wanna get back with that. I wanna keep it on the track. I wanna keep rolling and keep flowing. In the back of the GMC, the Ford Bronco flowing. And we up in the snow and the ice and we drifting and we going. And I'm really picking corn and I'm shucking it up. Cause I just got a story.
So,
Okay, wait a minute.
yeah. Do you want to guess?
The answer might be more obvious than you think.
Yes.
It's Donald Trump.
That
Yeah.
was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
I was gonna say Donald Trump, but I didn't
Right.
know if it was Donald Trump.
Yeah, so that was Donald Trump, and so obviously it does not come across that well because John was actually singing,
Right.
And when they modeled that Donald Trump, it was more just talking, right?
Gotcha,
So
gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
why it doesn't actually sound musical because obviously Donald Trump.
The
doesn't
only
sing.
thing they know how to like replicate is when he says build a wall. So
Okay, thank you for that.
Not getting political.
Yeah,
Here we
we'll
go.
still stay away from politics. And speaking of staying away from politics, we're equal opportunity here. So
Yes.
if we do one side,
We're gonna do the
we're
other.
going to
Correct.
do the other. So let's represent both here. Paul, if you don't mind, this is our current president, Joe
Yes.
Biden.
Okay, this is it.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
We had a deal back in the day, but now it all changed and it all faded gray like faded black. Cut the screen and run it back. I don't wanna get back with that. I wanna keep it on the track. I wanna keep rolling and keep flowing. In the back of the GMC, the Ford Bronco flowing. And we up in the snow when the ice be drifting and we going. And I'm really picking corn and I'm shucking it up. Cause I just got
Man.
Well,
So-
I could hear the Biden in that.
Yes,
I could hear that.
That sounded much more like Biden,
Yeah.
but I mean, obviously, when you talk, it,
Yes.
it sounds way more. But
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that totally sounded way more like Biden actually
Yeah.
trying to sing.
right. It
yeah,
did.
he kind of snapped though. low key.
Yeah.
He's got some potential.
Yeah.
Like whenever, his president days are done, he could just move
He
on
could
to
just
rapping.
move on to rapping, huh?
I mean, he'd be a hit for sure. Like
Oh.
billboards like me. He won't ever go past my record. I mean, but he could get close.
Yeah, what's your record?
I mean, how many viewers did we get last time on our podcast?
7? No, just kidding.
Yeah, probably like 20 views now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we thought that would just be a fun way to kind of just show you guys the power of AI.
AI.
And that's just specifically in music, right? So
Right.
there's art, there's advertising, there's all these different things, building, manufacturing. It's just all these crazy things where AI is kind of
Here's
exploding.
the craziest thing I've seen in AI. I went to we're talking about using AI in a church setting.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to it was more of a publishing convention where there were a lot of Christian songwriters, and they were using AI to, on the spot, write worship songs.
Really?
They would put in what you wanted it to be about. Here's da-da-da-da, hit the button, and it out popped a complete worship song.
Missing
And
everything.
when I tell you the lyrics were actually good,
They were?
it was
Yeah.
good.
Really?
They had no melody. Of course, it didn't write the song for you.
Right.
There's AIs that can do that too, but it was great.
Like it could totally pass as an actual worship song.
Did
like
it do
lyrically.
Did it type out the fake laugh where the worship singers are like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus."
It was really good though.
It got to put the fake laugh in there though. It's not a real worship song.
That's Kim
unless it
Walker
has that.
Smith right there.
Yeah. We love her though.
Oh man, she's the GOAT. She's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is pretty wild, man. So we're just kind of wondering and talking. It's like, how are ways that we could use this to our advantage? And John, you had the pastor idea earlier, probably not the best route.
What?
Maybe some more brainstorming, we can flesh it out a little bit, but
Why? Never mind.
well, you know what? Could it write sermons? I could probably write sermons.
It could totally write a sermon.
It could write sermons.
I mean, I've used it. I've tested it out. So Chat GPT.
Yeah.
So that's one of the most common ones. I actually tested it out to write some copy
Interesting.
for me for different things, and it spit out some copy that was absolutely amazing.
Really?
Yes, I was trying to get a synopsis of different things, and I was like, well, let's see what the Chat GPT would do.
Yeah.
And literally, I was trying to write. It was a press release I was trying to write.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I wrote a press release, and it wrote an entire press release, and it was
What?
amazing.
Didn't you do try and do a love letter to Lisa?
Oh, I did. I was testing it.
Yeah, tell this
Oh.
story.
So I was literally using Chat GPT, and I was the first time I ever used it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, I did it. I said, okay, write me a love letter to my wife,
Yeah.
and it spit it out, and I showed it to her, and she was just floored.
Oh my goodness.
Did she cry?
She didn't cry because
Oh.
she kind of knew those weren't my words. I mean, I didn't take time to take out certain words and make it sound like
Yeah,
myself.
right.
So it
Had
didn't
I
say
done
literally?
that, it would have been clutch.
If it would have put literally in there, she would have cried. She would have knew it was you.
Essentially.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Well, then it would have been for Brandon. That would have been weird.
There we go.
Yeah, that would have been really weird. Hey, do you have that on your phone right now?
Oh man.
Oh, let me see if I've got it.
Okay,
I
'cause-
think I may still have it.
Do you need a proofread or
No,
is it-
no. What we should do is we should ask it to like write a sermon or something and just see what it comes up
Yeah.
with or whatever. I think that'd be
Maybe
really
like
fun.
maybe on faith versus manifestation.
There you
If
go.
you go back to the previous, if you didn't check out that episode, by the way,
Yeah.
you're missing out. I hope you tune in. It's fire.
Yeah, it was a really good episode.
It was.
Good discussion. A lot of good points.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
so I'm
true.
gonna open it up.
We
Okay.
went deep for the people who wanted
Okay.
deep.
And what do you want the sermon to be about?
Faith versus manifestation.
Versus.
This is wild. This is crazy.
Yeah, if it actually comes up with something that's somewhat based.
What
That's
is
amazing.
Do you
base
want
mean?
do you want faith versus manifestation? Is that what you want
Yeah,
to put in
yeah,
there?
yeah.
Based means solid or like true.
Okay, gotcha.
Like it's-
I've heard it, but I've heard
Like-
based mean like other things too. Like
well, like when we did Trump and we did Biden, we have to be that's based.
got it.
Like we're fair. Like
Got it. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for helping us.
if
36
someone
years.
comes up to you and is like,
Well, here you go. There's your sermon.
no, never mind, Paul.
All right. So Paul has typed into Chat GPT.
Can I read it?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do we have,
A sermon on faith versus manifestation. So let's see how this turns out.
It'd be funny if we had gospel music and I could act it out, but then I'd be kind of scared to blaspheme. So
There you go.
So, anyways, I'll just get into this. It's not that long. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today, let us reflect upon the profound interplay between faith and manifesting in our lives. Faith, the unwavering belief in the unseen, meets manifesting, the intentional act of bringing desires into reality. In the realm of faith, we need that kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name? Tony?
No, Luke.
Luke. Tony. Tony Capo. No, we need Luke. Luke would kill this.
Yes.
And he'd probably make it scriptural.
I think he's only like 6, though.
Well,
There you go.
probably be better than. Anyways, in the realm of faith, we draw from a wellspring of trust, a belief in the divine plan that guides our journey. It's a force that anchors us in times of uncertainty, providing solace when the path ahead seems unclear. Yet manifesting adds a dynamic layer to this journey, urging us to actively shape our destinies. Faith invites us to surrender to the greater design, recognizing that some aspects of life are beyond our control. Sometimes you may be so out of control that you lose your license privileges. And when you show up at the bank, you don't get your share.
Okay, all right. This is going off the rails. All right, here we go.
He is totally making this up now.
Let me say this one part.
All right.
Okay, so balance is key. Faith without action can be passive, while manifesting without faith may lead to frustration when faced with inevitable setbacks. It's the synergy between the two that empowers us. Let our faith fuel our manifestations, and may our manifestations reflect the depth of our faith.
Wow.
That was like
That's a lot of
almost
words.
close to deep, but a little off.
But here's the deal. I think with AI, you still have to go back and put the human touch in it.
Right.
But to have...
You might have to put Jesus in it,
You have to
too.
put Jesus in it, yes. So to have that as a start,
Yeah.
to get your mind going,
Yeah. It's
and then
incredible.
go, oh, I can use that, I can use that, I can use that, and then put Jesus in it, and then write it.
Yeah.
That's the power of ChatGPT.
You know what we could do sometime would be fun? Is we should ask ChatGPT to make a song about something, and then we can
Yeah.
record
I could
it
totally
again.
do it.
Then you can
Could
wrap
totally
it.
do it.
Yeah, actually, we probably should. Well, I like the fact that you just
Yeah.
you did your thing, but yeah, that's wild. I mean, like, okay, so it can write sermons, it can write worship songs, or lyrics, right?
It can
yeah.
replace people.
It can script
singing wise.
It can script videos.
Don't know if we want that in the church or not, but that's something
Right.
we can do.
I've seen a lot of people script videos and films and
Absolutely.
ads
Oh
and
wait,
stuff.
hey, AI can edit your video.
AI
We've
can
seen
edit
it
your
edit.
video. That's probably the biggest way I think that AI can benefit the church is all the different tools that you can use AI to edit with.
Well, didn't you say that our church actually uses that program or whatever, where you can put in a clip of a sermon that will automatically put up subtitles and cut it, and you know.
No, our church doesn't use that, but we experimented with that, and you can throw an hour-long sermon in this website that AI does, and then you can tell it to give you a certain amount of clips from it. If you want 30 Instagram social media clips with subtitles that are engaging and pop up as you talk, it'll make you 30 clips in 5 minutes.
The most powerful thing about AI that I've seen is you can actually take an audio recording, any audio recording, saying whatever you want it to say, and you can tell AI to write a summary of what it hears, and it'll write a complete summary of it.
Right.
That's
So
cool.
so not replicate,
Not transcribing,
right, not transcribing,
but going
right.
out and saying, okay, or you could put anything, like it could be a real song, somebody singing a real song or whatever, and it says, and you can say, write me a new song from this song, or write me this from this, or
That's
here's a
insane.
sermon. I like that sermon, but write me a new sermon based on this. And it literally takes all the words, hears it all, and then spits it back out.
So basically takes what you put and randomizes it into a different sequence.
Completely different sequence. But rewrites the entire thing.
Wow. That's wild, bro.
So here's an interesting debate here. It's, God, I mean, we have all these amazing tools, right, that we can use. But I think at the end of the day, we have to remember that these are just tools, and that God uses people, right? I mean, that's the whole point of
Right.
God is
Because he
it's
created
a relation,
people.
right? It's a relationship, right? And that he wants to use us in all these different ways.
Yeah.
And so, so it's interesting how in some ways it's like taking people out of the equation a little bit,
Right.
which is crazy, right? And
Right.
so it's like, okay, how do we benefit from this, but yet not replace people? Because that's the whole
Correct.
point. Why are you laughing?
Paul was trying to adjust his mic and it kept falling back to the same spot. Sorry, Brandon.
No, it's all good. It's only the second time that you've ruined my flow, so it's fine.
No, the first time was you coughing.
Oh yeah, no, that was me.
Yeah,
you're
come
right.
on
You're
now.
right.
I
No,
know
All right,
Because you-
folks. All right, folks. Let's wrap this up.
yeah,
We're
I
gonna
think
wrap
was-
it up.
How long was that, Paul?
Long enough.
Okay, good. All right, well, you know
we're
what to
gonna
do,
wrap it
John.
Oh boy, I always fail this assignment, but today I'm going to succeed. Now, there's things you shouldn't trust on the internet: lies, myths, facts that are not factual. But this podcast is factual, and you should follow us and like and share and subscribe. We love you and hope you join the family and go out and become mission men and women, mission mindseted, live on a mission, mission impossible,
Mission.
Limp Biscuits.